Hey, it's JC1424 once again with NASCAR Heat 3, and in this episode of our season with Kyle Busch's number 18 Snickers Almond Toyota Camry, we are going to be completing race 5 of 36, the Auto Club 400 at Auto Club Speedway. In the last episode, just yesterday, we had one dirty as fuck short track race at ISM, which I consider a speedway, but they made that more short track than any short track in this game. Because I had to use up every driver just to fend for myself. I couldn't just get around the track on my own. I feel like they could get into the corners so harder and they'd still come off them like faster with more grip than me, no matter how fresh my tires were. And we had some late race restarts and stuff. The first one, I don't know what it was for. I didn't see. We had a couple DNFs. And then we had another one after starting on the outside. I freaking dive bombed Clint Boyer and dumped out of the way. I was trying to pass him, and then he's like, no, I'm going to cut you off. And, well, you don't cut off Kyle Busch. You don't take that shit. So that was a nasty race, but it was very fun and entertaining. And I didn't even enjoy it because I don't enjoy having to race that dirty. But that was like the only way we're going to get a top 5 finish. We got 4th place over there. So Kevin Harvick got his 2nd win of the season whenever we did that race, and he's our new points leader. He really dominated that one. First, second stage, and then just the win. Kurt Busch, our brother, is in 10th. Is this the first time that I've had a brother in a NASCAR game? I doubt it. I mean, I'm trying to think back on the Let's Plays. Not right now. Like, look back at all these, like, where I do a championship with a driver. Like, have I ever done a championship previously that was with one that had a brother? Like, it's probably like the first time. But, we're 2nd place, 7 points behind Kevin Harvick. And this is a track that I could win at, but at the same time, once your tires get a little bit worn, the AI, they're pretty strong. They can dive bomb you. I remember the Xfinity Series race at Auto Club was amazing. If you haven't seen that yet, like, go look back before you watch this race. That was just a great Auto Club race, and it makes me excited for this one. Cars drive differently. You gotta let out the gas more because they have more horsepower, but they steer better, so don't know what to expect from the Cup Series. Let's get to qualifying. I think now that we're in the Cup Series, like, I'm just given so many opportunities to talk about the Core League every time I come to a track that we raced at there. I didn't really mention it at all whenever we went to Atlanta. I don't think I should want to mention it how Atlanta went. Like, I was going to finish, what, 6th there or something? I was going to get 6th in points. But then I think I wound up with, like, 8th because I lost so much ground whenever they took my points away because I had my lag wrecks and crap during the race. Whenever, I think there were, like, 4 drivers that were causing lag wrecks in the Core League race at Atlanta. But back to the Auto Club thing. Yeah, that was going to go really good for us. There was an early caution on. Something happened. Someone got run to the wall. There was just a freaking explosion of cars in front of me. I saw someone get shot across the track and whatever. But, because of that, some people took their pit stops, and I was thinking, it's early on, let's not pit now. And it's like, that bit me in the ass because we could have made it like a 1 green flag run race if we had just pitted then. But I had to make 2 pit stops because I didn't, which was just really dumb. Anyone would have had a chance to win that race if they had just taken their pit stop at the beginning of the race with that caution and everything. Here's the qualifying results. We're going to be starting outside the top 10, which sucks, but 16th on the outside. Maybe someone in front of us will get sent to the back and get me on the inside. Nope. That didn't happen at Phoenix either. Man, my luck is just off right now. Well, in qualifying, our car was, it looked really cool, just with the lighting and everything. It was a nice contrast to what it looked like whenever I did Homestead, where it was sunset and it was just everything was just creamy. It was so creamy and good. And this one, it's more of a noon thing, and it works with that too. So it's only a little bit later in the day for this race, so I still get to see this car the way I saw it in qualifying for Auto Club. That's nice. I like it. I like races like this where the lighting is so good. They have the like early afternoon races, much better lighting in this game than they did in NASCAR Heat 2. And as far as sunset goes, only half the time do they have it really good. Las Vegas for one, that one looks really good at the sunset late afternoon races. We got a really good start right here, and then they're all slowing up so much in front of me. I'm like, okay, we'll go the outside, but then I didn't move over enough. We're up to 15th, so that's good. For a second, I thought I was going to gain so much more ground than that. Trying to clear Casey Kane. Yeah, Casey Kane. I'm like, 2019 is not Matt Benedetto because it's a 2018 game. We got Daniel Suarez in some ugly-ass 19 car. I don't like the paint scheme. The whole darn thing's orange. I mean, I know Tony Stewart had his Home Depot orange cars, but I didn't really even like those that much. I like Tony Stewart's like 2003, 2004 paint schemes. 2002 as well. It's also the same paint scheme. And then he started going to this thing where it's just all orange. Something I might mention is that in NASCAR 09, the video game, his paint scheme is so shit. It's so shit. It's shit. But in reality, it was such a good paint scheme. Like, they had the colors just so much better in reality than they did in the NASCAR game for that year. Kurt Busch, I know I'm your brother, but you don't need to react like that whenever I get underneath you. He just fucking threw that car on the outside while like Ricky Stenhouse Jr. did last weekend at Talladega, man. You see that? That was stupid. Like, I just watched that race earlier. Congratulations to Chase Elliott. But man, I'm watching, they come to the white flag, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. He's losing it, he throws into the wall. I was just like, that better not be a caution. That's bullcrap. What is he doing? And I talked to Rhino about it, like he was streaming some rally game, and he said it looked like he blew a right rear tire, and something was like, by the way he was just wobbling, it didn't look like it was a tire ball. It looked like he was just losing his fucking shit like Clint Boyer at Richmond. Like he just started, like it looked like it was coming from the front end, not the back end. But maybe that's just me not knowing what the hell I'm talking about. But still, like, I think it's appropriate to go 186 laps and then just throw it into the freaking wall. But meanwhile, we're having a pretty good first stage. Kind of running out of grip on the bottom right there, but trying to get past Ryan Blaney. Now we're 3 wide with Kyle Larson on the bottom. Just having a hard time gripping going to these corners. Okay, I'm going to hold it to Kyle Larson now because I can't stay next to Ryan Blaney. He's being a moron. Like, at first, like, he's bouncing into me, so I'm just turning down Kyle Larson because I know that if I don't just move down the racetrack, Blaney's going to keep on hitting me like that. It's just kind of what you got to do. And then the reason why I just drive into Larson is because they don't get dumped in this game. You have to throw your car to their quarter panels to dump them. I don't want to give an example, but if you saw ISM, that's kind of what you got to do in order to dump somebody in this game. You can't just, come down on them and then hug them like that because then it doesn't matter. So we're having a decent first stage. I like you making up more positions, but I guess I'm just not being aggressive enough. It's a good thing. It's still early on. We got that win at Las Vegas, so we're just going to race our way and get some good finishes. We got 4th place last time. This will be a good enough finish to stay consistent in the points. We can make the playoffs and that sort of thing start getting important. I'm going to see if I can win the regular season championship again, but I think the Cup Series is going to be tougher this time because it's already feeling tougher than the Xfinity Series in my opinion. Yeah, 1 lap to go in the first stage. We're going to make it 3 wide into turn 1 right here. I'm going to get on the brakes early, try to arc it down. Damn, they can do so much more with their cars. And I'm trying to get behind Paul Menard. It's just, they don't seem to react to the bumps that much. JC, don't throw it into the wall. You ain't Kurt Busch. Okay, there we go. It's Kyle Busch, not Kurt Busch. I don't know when I'm going to do a Let's Play with Kurt Busch, by the way. Like, I probably should at some point. Like, he won a championship, too. But, I think I like Kurt Busch more than Kyle Busch in most cases. But because of this game and all these paint schemes, we're like, I gotta do a Let's Play with this guy in one of these NASCAR Heat games before he doesn't have good paint schemes anymore. Alright, 6th place. 5 stage points did you get for that? Yeah. Paul Menard, 7th. Eric Jones, 8th. Some unique drivers finishing in the top 10. And Kevin Harvick, that's his 4th stage win in a row. Oh, that voice crack. But he won the 1st stage, 2nd stage, 3rd stage at ISM, and then he wins the 1st stage here. So, congratulations, the most consecutive stage wins. Or maybe, I don't know. Martin Truex Jr. probably just has like the greatest statistic of all time after 2017. Well, everyone's taking their pit stops right here. What's the tire wear? I'm going to get 4 tires because I think that's appropriate. I only need half can of fuel. We'll get the rest whenever we have the end of this stage. Okay, and we don't lose any ground, so those are good choices. You can't criticize me for not taking enough fuel or more tires or whatever. Maybe I should have taken 6 tires. Maybe I should have taken 8 tires. I don't know where the fuck I'll put them, but sometimes people are like, that's the wrong strategy, JC. Can't do that. But in this case, yeah, we're still 6th place, so yeah, we're good. Let's just see if we can have a better restart. They might do what they did last time and just slow down at the top. They did a little bit. My car just kind of automatically went to this 3rd lane. I didn't really choose to. No, Truex. I can't believe he didn't back off like the AI usually do whenever you gotta get back down. Because usually if you're like in this 3rd lane, you're trying to get back into the 2nd one, they'll back off and give you room. But in this case, he's just kept his nose right there. Trying to use this apron to get me better grip right here. Oh! Harvick just kept on coming down. Okay, can I lead the 1st lap of the stage? Maybe. I'm trying to side draft him, but I'm not up against his tire anymore, just his door. I think Clint Boyer is still all up my ass. Okay, well, I think we can win this stage now. Just gotta stay feisty. Oh my gosh, they throttle it in so much harder in the Cup Series. Okay, I like that. I like that they race harder in this one. The Xfinity Series, you can really get more out of the car than they do. But in this case, like, they're staying on the throttle longer and they're getting more grip. Which is a problem once the tires wear down in the slightest. But right now, I just like the racing overall. Okay, don't hit that apron. If you hit it the wrong way, this darn car will just freaking decide to spin out sideways. Like, you can use it, and sometimes you can't. Golly, what a run from Clint Boyer. Okay, we got the lead. Lead this lap. It's a longer stage than the last one was. Didn't they say it was going to be 8 laps? Now it's 7 laps. So I assume we just skipped one of the laps. Clint Boyer, fuck you. Freaking AI can do more than me going to these darn corners. Okay, well there goes Clint Boyer. I kind of saw it coming with how hard he was just driving into the corner all the way from the bottom. I don't want to side draft him right here. That would be terrible. But yeah, it's kind of predictable. Now I can get it back. I can get it back. They aren't as aggressive going into turn 3 because you can dive it harder with the apron and everything. There we go. And then there we don't go. Fuck. You just keep on turning. Like, it's kind of a crossover move that I don't think I'd ever be able to make, but I like that they can make crossover moves. Why is he not clearing me? Is he getting off the gas to keep me there? Like, that's awesome if he's doing that. That's smart. Because that's something I do. He can still drive it in that hard from the outside. Now I'm going to have this, I don't know who the hell that is behind me. I can't even see. It's 12 car, 22 car, 2 car. There's no 22 paint scheme with the red and white like that. That's got to be Keselowski, right? I got a leaderboard, but I'm too busy trying to race to pay attention. Yeah, it's Keselowski. There we go. And back around Clint Boyer. This time we actually complete the pass. No crossovers. And if it keeps on happening like this, then we're just having ourselves a good battle for the stage. We got 2 laps to go. If I can keep on doing that, getting off turn 4 and having the lead, then we got this. We're going to get the stage win. So there's our little bonus playoff point. And then 10 stage points. This probably makes me like the points leader just after that performance right there. And Kevin Harvick, 8th place. So I just got 5 points a while ago, and there's 10, so that's 15. And Kevin Harvick, he won the first stage, but then he didn't finish that well in the second one. So I mean, he's probably still the points leader, but we're probably a good bit, like 3 points closer to him now. So more pit stops now. We got 12 laps left in the race. I have to get 2 cans of fuel. So, I don't know if I regret it or not, because we didn't lose or gain positions last time before we got that time, and we had 4 tires again. Let's see what happens to us. Okay, we lost 14 spots. But we have a lot of time left in the race. I think that was a good decision just to, you know, fight for the stage win and get the stage points and everything. But now we had to get enough fuel making it into the race. So it only fills 12 laps. And maybe I didn't need that much fuel. We got 9 laps to go, and it was going to say 10 if I took less fuel. And maybe me taking that much fuel was the problem. Oh, well, whatever. Dang, they slowed up so much once they shifted to 4th. Truex is losing control of his freaking race car. They're all checked up in front of me, and I can't turn that much. We're 3 wide again. I don't like being 3 wide. Stenhouse Jr. actually raced this Ford car at this race in 2018? For a second I thought it was just some kind of throwback, but no. He just happened to be using that here. Dragging on the apron a little bit, but got good grip through the corner. Okay, we're still with the field. We're still trying to fight our way to victory. I think I can win this race. But, I don't know if it's going to be easier or harder than the Xfinity Series, because once the tire wear came on in the Xfinity Series, that's what made the battle so interesting, but we still got the win there.
Careful now, still there. You got all the room you need. You're clear. All right, now you're clear. Stay low. Careful, still there. Still there. Right, careful now, still there. Bottom lane clear. Use it if you need it.
Damn it, Keselowski. Stop hitting him. Golly, Kyle Busch. Or just golly, Kyle Busch. I go to the freaking corner, and like I can't grip anymore, so we start going up, and then Keselowski's starting to come down. It scares the crap out of me, but then we make contact because my car's still not done giving up on the rest of the corner. Okay, and now Kyle Larson does the same thing I did. And now they're all wrecking behind me. Can we please have a caution, because this is a mess. We need a restart. This is terrible. No caution? Well, I'm not winning this race. That was just so freaking hairy, both of those turns. I'm going in to pass Keselowski, and then he just really pinned me down so hard in the freaking corner. And then the next one, we're just cars everywhere. Someone spun in the grass. But that's not a caution either. Oh my goodness, game. We got a good corner this time. Okay, sliding up onto the outside of Eric Jones. I'm just not in the pack, so there's not much I can do. Whenever you're in the pack, then you're more capable of keeping your car to the bottom, making passes happen. This guy's just blocking the crap out of me. No, 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 no. Okay, give me a room. Make my dive into turn 1. Come on. You could just throw the car back down to the bottom almost. So it looks like that was what he's going to do. Okay, no ping pong this time. Stop that shit game. Freaking, you touch a car and then your car just starts just boomeranging off the track. I can't find the word to explain what the hell it's doing. What if racing is better at finding words for the stupid crap these games do than me? Okay, riding that apron. Bump, bump. I'm trying so hard to not make a ping pong, but we're getting our top 10. We're getting our top 10. We're pulling a Kyle Busch and getting our top 10. And Clint Boyer, I think Clint Boyer won the race because he was just all the way up there, and I don't know if he still is. It looks like that's his black and yellow car up there. But I'm not surprised about anything. Congratulations. Yep, he got it. Clint Boyer did it. Jimmy Johnson finished in 2nd place. So, yeah, did he ever finish, I think, at least 2nd in 2018? I don't think he ever did. The closest he came to winning was the Roval, but then he just threw the whole darn thing away in the final corner going for it. It's all or nothing. So, I mean, nothing against that, but I think that was the closest he ever came. I don't know if he ever finished 2nd. I'm sure he got a few top 5s. William Byron, he finished last place at DNF, 7 laps down. I think that might have been the car we saw spun in the grass shortly after the situations that went down. So me and Kevin Harvick got the stage wins, and because Kevin Harvick finished in front of me, I'm pretty sure he's still like the points leader or something, unless someone else that finished up there got it. I'll find out whenever to click this. Yeah, it's still him, and he is way in front of me now, and just because he got more points than me in that situation. Oh well, but we're tied for 2nd place with Kyle Larson right now. And Kyle Larson hasn't gotten any wins or playoff points, so yeah, he's just gotten into 3rd place on consistency alone. I think I'm going to use the regular Skittles paint scheme whenever we go to Martinsville Speedway for the STP 500 next weekend, and then we have Texas after that. I think I'll just use the regular M&M's car for that one. We can just have a regular weekend. It's a regular show on this channel, except not as good as the cartoon. That is sadly not going on anymore. It's over. It's done, and it sucks. Mordecai didn't even wind up with Margaret in that damn TV show, and it pisses me off to this day. I got this freaking poster behind me. I don't know if it shows up in the face cam, but yeah, Martinsville, short track racing, probably not going to be like Phoenix was. Texas, I think we've got a good chance of winning that one, just like we did whenever we did the Xfinity Series and then the Truck Series, because even in the Cup Series, there's hardly any off-throttle time at this track except for turns 1 and 2. You can go full throttle in 3 and 4 now in the Cup Series. You couldn't do that in NASCAR Heat 2, and I don't know why you can now. Same goes for something like Chicagoland, and I think even Atlanta wasn't a full throttle track in NASCAR E2, was it? But see you next time. That's that, and episode over.